Like when if I ask for $1, I'm gonna be happier if I get more money, whether it's $2 or $100.
Or $1.
Yeah, same thing. I'm gonna be happier because they give me more than I asked for.
I feel like Nav doesn't appreciate Tinker.
But why not?
He never saw the OP Tinker days.
He didn't?
Not as in overpowered, as in OP the player.
Yeah.
Yeah, he never got to see that.
Or
maybe he did, but I'm gonna say he didn't, just for the narrative.
I mean, Tops on the TI also had some interesting Tinker plays. He kept blinking to 5 heroes.
How did I get here? All right. Tinker is fun to watch. I think Tinker. Which I don't think it's boring.
I agree. Especially good Tinker.
And now you don't have to hear March of the Machines all the time.
The new Tinker is so much more fun than the old
one.
Yeah. And this game is a pretty damn good Tinker game. So, Monkey King is generally very good against Tinker, right? But really, mostly when it's played as support, because you would go for Yules that can actually like stop his defense matrix TP. And you also go for the vision talent, which is something you don't necessarily want to go for when you're
the battle begins.
playing as a carry, because the other one is better suited for you, right? So he might have to like go and then just skill the other talent in order to find the Tinker in the tree somehow. But yeah, like if they don't address this Tinker, he gets a good lane, which against Lina can be a bit tricky. Then like it's just gonna be nothing to say. So we know who's Tinker. We know he's probably the best Tinker in the region.
Yeah, well, now that OP's out, this would be a great time for him to find a TV. Tinker back into the meta.
OP.
Bring back Burning. Get OP on that team again.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Exactly, why not?
Just do it. Give me back too.
Yeah. Well,
in the same team.
Yeah, I was wondering, like.
Yeah, I'll tell.
Oh, Burning will coach.
Oh, sure, yeah. And it's like, he picks Antoine, he's like telling everybody what to do, and he looks at me, you already know.
Is this an Animage game? Yes.
He just asked me, Animage? What's up? Good. That's what I thought.
It all works out.
Do you like 5-side?
I think it's alright.
I like
harassment. I think it's fine. Yeah. But it's very mana intensive, of course.
It is. And Dawnbreaker 5 as well. Yeah, definitely interesting post 5 picks. Dawnbreaker much more conventional than
Tide
Hunter, of course, yeah.
Strike, Avalanche on a 2, pulling that hammer back. Oh.
Top lane is very, very scary to play against. Like Dawnbreaker, whoa, I almost got the toss back. Would have been potentially a little bit scary. It's a lot of creeps though.
Gosh.
Level 2 rocket. It's a lot of damage.
Obviously a long cooldown without the rearm, but it is not fun to just stand there and eat some rockets.
Next one becoming.
How do you feel about this cosmetic? The new
Hold the thought.
Axis. Shinkyu will go down.
Just getting started.
Name for first blood.
The Doom Axis instead of the blade, you mean?
It's it's an axe guitar, right?
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan. And now he died for it. Die for it.
Kinda in trouble. Ow! Right click crit. And well, be able to get a kill there. And he does salve up, so they'll stay in the lane for a little bit.
Yeah.
We'll see if they keep the harassment up. They've only got enough for 1 Gush, 1 Anchor Smash.
Only 7 CS on the Monkey King though. But if he gets another kill here, that could potentially be...
Balance strike, very
wow, the range.
Quick, and yeah, Monkey King
How is that
melee
fair?
range.
How is that fair?
You never really know how long it is.
Melee range, the Jingle Bang.
Things up the courier.
From the range also. Why is it classified as melee?
That, well, yeah.
Like, why does he get all the melee benefits, but like here, like TA doesn't? The range is way lower.
He's like a magician. Who's, you know, they take out the wand,
no,
and the
he's a
wand
hero.
just keeps going.
Isn't he a hero in like some novel? I'm pretty sure it's a Chinese novel.
Fly getting run down.
Cost? No cost, really. He's very low on Ori. Careful. Next rune spawn in 5 seconds. If Tinker wants to, he doesn't want to.
Well, he's got the top one secured. It'll be
A water runes.
Yeah. It'll be secured for him, and bottom one goes the way of Ori anyway, so it's not like it was anything too, you know, if he doesn't get it, it doesn't ruin the one.
Yeah.
You're giving me this look. I can't even look at your direction.
Why? I'm just smiling. You say I need to be happier. I'm happy.
Yeah, sure.
What is why doing?
Tied onto rotations.
What a gotcha. Whoa. Very ambitious stun.
Ow! Rockets, some lasers.
That was what Ori was saying IRL.
Tide was hoping to maybe get a gush.
Yeah, the 300 damage gush out of nowhere. I mean, despite them being up 3-0, they're at a goal disadvantage just because of the CS in the lane. Like, Wraith King's absolutely free farming, and Monkey King got killed, which is the only reason he actually has a game. Like, if he didn't have first blood and the other kill.
Feel that great.
Yeah, he's really low on the CS shot. And I'm gonna say beating Ori now.
Well, I's gonna die again.
Goodbye, man.
Question is, will neutrals swipe a last hit? No. Ori will get it.
I think he stole 2 small creeps though, so perfect.
I don't know if the math checks out on that.
It does not. But you gotta, gotta dream big and believe.
Has anybody ever won a pacifist game?
No. Yes, probably with Lycan or something. Because there were games where people GG out super early, right? Oh, nothing to say.
He's still okay.
Of course. So annoying.
That taunt?
What is that tornado thing? Like the taunt? Why is it like a whirlwind? I hate that TP.
Nothing to say, throwing out some rockets again.
Yeah, nothing unusual there.
Monet.
Nah, no damage. Do they?
You say that, but Spirit Siphon and just needs one more Crypt Swarm. Spirit Siphon again. Oh, got him.
They wouldn't have had the damage if we dodged it. You gotta give me that. You gotta give me
I will. You got it. You're off the hook.
Thank you.
Radiant's
I was like, no way.
is under attack.
It's a bit spicy. Oh, it's a Tinker rotation bottom.
Yeah, and Ame's here, not a lot of mana, but he's got
He has no ult too.
the Soul Ring.
Yeah, he has no ult too, gotta be careful. And CQ also sleeping in, but nothing to say that, nah, I don't feel comfortable there.
Yeah, TP really didn't do anything. He popped the Soul Ring, threw a stun.
It's because Arma didn't have ulti skill there. So he had like a second thought. Oh my god, he's
It's
still
still
on that
dangerous. They know all three are here. Good avalanche to potentially save the life of Ame.
He has the mana burn creep 2 on Doom. So they know
That is such a pain.
that even if it's skill, he won't have mana for that.
Scanning.
Well,
Quite happy to me.
late Soul Ring.
You need more than that. 180. Sorry, only gives 150. Oh, this is mana burn and tiny. So obnoxious.
I don't know about this one, Tiny. They're converging on your location and they will get the kill 5-1. Success. Getting credit for that, and they'll get it. Well, they'll get the tier 1.
Yep, going straight into the Midas again on the Doom, as we see most of the time, not always. Wait, Tinker's game is pretty slow, but as I say that, Ori's game is even slower. The Lina.
Radiant's middle
Both
tower
mids
is under
kinda-
attack.
Still getting off the ground.
Yeah, nothing like crazy. Oh yeah, so we spoke about the other day, remember skeletons? It's a very balanced mechanic. And they
Dire's top
respawn
tower
too?
has fallen.
Yeah, I don't know why they respawn.
Yeah, it's so unneeded, right?
They'd still be strong without respawn.
Yeah, it's like, imagine if Lycan will respawn.
Haste.
That's just the shard ability.
They become undead werewolves.
Yeah.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Just lead for LGD. Aster, is that more so padded because of the Doom? Are they really like? You know, it's going for Midas, so it's not like net worth they're really putting into fighting.
It always is with the Doom though, right? Like you just generate gold out of nothing. How much GPM is that? Like 200 something? Pretty ridiculous
Radiant's
amount.
middle tower is under attack.
But yeah, I haven't really seen a tiny 4 in the longest time, so I'm interested to see what CQ can actually do with him. So far, not a whole lot, but maybe soon.
Money to burn.
We'll have to see.
And Monkey King is still so poor despite having like those 2 kills. Like, just really imagine if he didn't have that. Like, he would be so far behind.
He'd probably be closer to
Dire's
under the
middle
Lina,
tower
right?
is under attack.
He would be way under the Lina. Probably like 3.2k or so, maybe even less.
They were looking to get Wraith King. They're looking to make
Oh, just look at the rocket spam. It's so annoying.
Yeah, and just the vision advantage right now for LGD and those rockets coming out. It'll force them off the mid tier 1, and yeah, Glyph will happen, but hey, well, here are my skeletons.
Where did they come
Get
from?
the tower.
They came from the mid camp next to the outpost.
They don't have brains. They just go to whatever.
Yeah, and they last for like a minute or so.
Interesting Inkswell, but Blazer's there to kill the creep to make sure the Inkswell doesn't pop on these heroes. Potentially putting Faithbound in a bit of a sticky
Dire's
situation.
middle tower has fallen.
We'll get the tier 1 over mid. Faithbound gets credit for that, and eventually he'll get those ghosts back and his life. So another tower taken by LGD. Pretty calm game from them overall. This isn't the high tempo aggression we saw, but it is high tempo in that, you know, they are taking towers and pressuring the map.
Yeah, the Doom is going to be absolutely massive soon though. Like, he's probably going to have his BKB in a couple of minutes, like 2 or 3 minutes. He's actually going for the blink first, yeah. So he wants to push up the pace more. Like, they also know, like, late game is going to be so difficult against the Tinker. Like, you don't want to go late game against this draft. Who's going to catch him? Your Monkey King is the only one that can do it, but can he really do it? Because he actually needs to be in a fight and hit people.
Because if he's not putting out damage and the Lina doesn't really have a lot, it may not really matter.
They have Ravage here. Gotta be careful. And top the ult off.
And right into a Ravage, and then out of the circle they go. Dawnbreaker comes in. This is why on the tide, this isn't like a free tide that you're going to really feel confident in killing after you get him. And they get the kill into Siamese Cat. We'll go over. Crit Swarm hits on a Monet as well as Ori. And these rockets start to come out. They'll run down Monet. They'll get themselves a triple kill on Ame. An easy fight from LGD, and they don't even get the tide. So, like, yeah, you go for the tide. You're trying to get a 5 out of the fight, but even if you do,
Dire's
that really
top
doesn't
tower
salvage the
is
fact
under
that you
attack.
got pretty much obliterated.
I don't know what it was about. Like, he just jumped on the Wraith King, popped his ult, no stun, follow up at all, anything. And supports just get picked up one by one,
Radiant's middle
and
tower is under
even your
attack.
Monkey King ends up dying. Like, that was really like a massive misplay. It wasn't even like LGD did anything crazy, you know? They just walked into the Wraith King. Yeah, like, hey, Wraith King, I'm gonna pop Wukong. You wanna walk out of it? Okay. Oh, that's a good one, though.
Yeah, that's a good combo. Potentially 2 kills here. They'll get 1, and they'll get the second. Or he gets 1, Monet gets the other. That's the combo they're looking for, and that's maybe a bit of an overstep from LGD to put them in a position like that.
Luckily, it's only the 2 supports, but it's a good pickoff. Like, the problem is that Doom also TP'd, so all of their resources are allocated at the top lane now. Like, no core is pushing out the bot lane, so it's a little bit inefficient. Yeah, like, Doom is still actually not really far ahead, considering his item build. Like, he should be way more ahead.
Yeah, considering you've gotten Devourer, 4, and Midas.
Yeah.
Radiant
Only
are
300 gold ahead of Ame. It just shows what kind of game Ame is having in the moment.
Yeah, I think I got actually most of them, but Armor got the big ones, so like a 50-50 sort of deal.
Not bad.
Take the big one.
Promised. So, 3-man smoke coming out from After.
why
Broken
so
by
good?
Y, and again, yes, it's a tie, but it's a 5 tie, and it doesn't really feel as good as it normally does getting that kill there. And well, he does have Ravage now, but he's okay dying and opening up space for the rest of his team.
For sure. Perfect smoke break.
Oh my god! He didn't even land in the tree. That was awesome. He's still gonna die for it, but it was still awesome.
It looked cool. Star points.
Yeah.
Star points for sure.
He sent it right back like in volleyball.
Yeah. But now Tide is back, and you're not getting a tower. Rocket spam also.
And there's Ravage, so you need to be very careful about how you look to fight this. You do have Doom, but who do you throw it on? Who do you really want to place that Doom on? Do you want to take it onto the Tide? Do you want to take away the Ravage, or do you want to take away the Tinker from the fight? Because I think
if Tinker gets caught, it's the best target if he gets caught, but it's so hard.
Then you still have a really farm Wraith King and a Ravage to deal with.
You do, but otherwise you have a really farmed Tinker and a really farmed Wraith King to deal with.
These are the facts.
And they're not looking good for Aster.
No.
Monkey
But
King
it's
is
not
pretty.
awful. I don't think it's like a terrible game.
It's not terrible, but most of the network is on Doom.
Yeah.
Which is the biggest problem. Like all their big right-click damage leaders are actually pretty underfarmed. And both the Lina being so poor is actually a big problem. You should not be behind the Tinker net worth. No, no, no.
Any top or bottom. Get to that BKB. Ags for the Tinker. Only 950 away from that.
Yeah. So it gets to level 18 faster. Is it called when it's reduced by half a second? It's a massive upgrade. Like just 3 or 4 things get better. And no, but it's pink top posturing.
Killing those creeps.
Yeah. The Skelly Bros, but they come back.
Well, they came back and they burned down again.
Dire's top
Which
tower
makes sense.
is under attack.
Divine Fire is very useful.
Radiant's
as we learn from all the
bottom
RPGs we
tower is
play
under
every day.
attack. Dire
Cleansing
are scanning.
the world of skeletons.
Yeah.
It's fine. Wow, they're wrapping through these trees and kind of forcing Siamese Cat into an odd spot. And they've got the toss back on the Wraith King. They'll have the Wraith Fire Blast. They'll get the kill. And they'll get the tier 2 tower in the top lane. There's no way to stop this. And
Dire's
great play
top
there from
tower
LGD.
is under attack.
Sneak.
Dire's top tower
Getting the
is
T2 tower super early into the game. I would imagine the next Exorcism is going to go straight to Roche. They don't have the damage just yet.
Just in the 4th iteration.
No, it's like you really need level 2. Yeah, despite having the Death Sword, like it's not the fastest because level 1 Exo is actually not that impactful. They do have Guts as well though.
Minus armor.
It's a little bit unsafe though, and we know LGD likes to play it pretty
Radiant's
safe.
bottom tower is under attack.
There's the Axe for Tinker.
It is such a power spike for him. With a bouncing laser. But they are just going to, because of the axe, of course. Yeah. This Tinker is going to absolutely massacre them. And Roshan too. He's so small.
Man, Roche, he's getting tinier and tinier.
They're just giving away Roche for free actually. Despite them not having Exo. Wow. They give it to the Wraith King. I thought they were gonna give it to the Tinker for sure.
Radiant's middle
The
tower
laser just
is under
reminds
attack.
me of, see the movie Mars Attacks?
Of course.
Where they make the president really tiny? Or no, not the president, it's the general.
Yeah, but it's so creepy, that movie.
Yeah, well, I didn't know it was a comedy. I watched it when I was like...
Is it advertised as a kid's movie?
No.
Not.
Well, you know who it was made by? Tim Burton.
Ooh.
Guy who made Nightmare Before Christmas.
I don't think I've watched that. It's an American thing.
Tim Burton's...
I'm not that good with movies, so yeah, probably.
You looking for Siamese
Oh,
Cat?
coming away. Can't get away
Gonna
from
be
that.
far enough away. Gosh, right click coming through from Ame for 715.
I'm so happy LG finally plays this Wraith and show how broken it is.
Wraith King or the Tinker?
Oh, both.
Neff would argue with you and say it's the Tinker. But, I mean, it does feel like both.
Yeah, for
Radiant's
sure.
bottom tower
I mean, the way
is
this
under
game is
attack.
going, At least Monkey King and Lina are quite rich now. Like they made up a lot of net worth. And Skeleton King, Brave King, is not really here that solo carries games, right? You can get kited, especially in the late game. Once the Skadi comes out of the... Oh my god!
BKB, LSA, Laguna Blade, and well, yeah, the first life. Can they get the second? They still have the Doom to look for the 8-12. Ooh, alright. Getting them out of the fight. Now a two-man Avalanche, though. Go to the Exorcism. They might want to fight into this. They get the kill on a Shinkyu. Now they need to think, how do they approach this fight? Popping the Exorcism. Well, it doesn't look like they are going to approach the fight. At least not yet. They do have Ravage.
Yeah, a little over-ambitious from Shinkyu there, jumping in after the Wraith King was already running out, basically. His life. And Exorcism is a pretty big cooldown to expand.
Regeneration.
He's got no ults. I don't know why he's playing so far forward, because he is going to die here.
He has an Aegis, but he's going to die again.
Aegis. Second life. The rest of his team is just nowhere close.
Oh, no, they messed up all spells.
Balance Strike still lands, but the rest of the team's coming in. They've got an Avalanche on a 3. Ame playing far forward and kind of gets saved by his team.
That is pretty silly that it happens at this level. A lot of them use their spells at the 3-second mark, thinking it's just like a Wraith King old reincarnation. Oh! You're gonna re-up again and get out of here, or he's dead.
Well, does not have the mana supply for that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
ASTER with a 1k lead. This really, and they do have a 1k lead. Obviously, they have Doom in the game. But it's feeling-wise, it's kind of fell LGD's way a little bit. Although the last few minutes have definitely tilted the scales a little bit.
Yeah. And I mean, as you can see, Doom he's so big. Actually, insanely big. Like if they killed that Wraith King there, that would be in firm control of the game right now.
100%.
That he got out of there is pretty inexcusable, to be honest, but trying to make up for it with a big team fight. Just as Tinker responds, so it could be a little bit risky.
Tidal can make something happen. Crypt Swarm hit Monet.
Oh, he's like, oof.
Radiant's courier has
Wetting
been
up down the
killed.
tree.
They're gonna go. Ravage comes out. It's on the back lines. They get a kill on a Bobica, and well, now they look over at Monet. Puts their attention on to Faith Beyond. They get the kill on the Shinkyu as well as Faith Beyond. Ori looking for the LSA, but it won't land. Ame moving forward. Rockets coming out. Blink into this. They're gonna buy back on this Tiny. They've got the Wukong's command down as well as the BKB coming out from Monet.
They got Doom
And now they've got the Doom on to nothing to say. He will be run down here by Monet. They'll keep up with Y. He force stabs onto the other side of them, but will still die in LGD. Not a good fight for him.
A pretty big disconnect again. Like they ravage in the backline, but Wraith King jumps another target on a completely on the opposite side of the fight. Like where's the gold communication we know from LGD?
Very disjointed.
But even, like Tiny and Wraith King together went on next to the dome.
Command down as well as the B. Via backlines. They get a kill on a Bobica, and well, now they look over at Monet. Puts their attention on to Faith Beyond. They get the kill on the Shinkyu as well as Faith Beyond. Ori looking for the LSA, but it won't land. Ame moving forward. Rockets coming out. Blink into this. They're gonna buy back on this Tiny. They've got the Wukong's command down as well as the BKB coming out from Monet.
They get Doom
and now they've got the Doom on to the
Wraith King to
and
twice now in succession, so his game is
even committed for them.
he might still live.
And eventually they'll get this XXS to get the kill on a Faith Beyond.
What?
And here they come with a fierce voice and a fierce strike from both Monet as well as XXS to get the kill on a Faith Beyond. And Ori, right click scene from Ame, BKB, but one more before you go. And they will get the kill on this Lina. Now they'll look over at Monet.
The damage
and the damage coming out from Ame is just too much for them to handle. Nothing to say against the kill. Just half your life gone. Goodbye back? I don't think so. Bye-bye. Oh, man. Nothing to say, and Ame all of a sudden turned on the jets.
The Rave King bonk is so satisfying to see.
He took half the life of the Dawnbreaker in one strike.
Did you see the Lina? He one arm. And it's a core.
Bounty.
Just right in the forehead.
Casual 5,500 damage done in that fight.
The Rave King level 15 talent, by the way, is insane. Like, look at the stun duration on that. 2.7 seconds. Basically Beastmaster raw.
Come on, Wraith King.
Dire's bottom
We're gonna come back
He has no
to
beacon,
live
mate.
Dota. Ame though, again. Like my dust. My blink dust.
I'm really confused by this. Like, he tried to LSA him, where's the right play, and he also knows that, I'm sure. Like, you got a Dragon Slave right on top so he can't blink. And LSA after. It's a little bit sloppy, because I feel like he should have had, there should have been a second death right there.
That's the second time.
He's overcommitting a lot. But doesn't get punished for it yet, so he's probably gonna keep doing it. This is a strat from ASTER. He's gonna keep overcommitting, and then minute 50 when he has no buyback, he's gonna be like, yeah, they can, you know, hit the spells upon my respawn.
5 minutes away, sir.
Yeah.
You're talking about minute. They have to hold out to minute 50 now.
It's called investment, my friend.
Yes, that is true. 2K lead though for ASTER again. They are leading in the net worth, and yes, Doom net worth will always inflate it, but he's still now. It's it's not just a Midas. It's not just Devourer Midas. Like those items, you're packing up a little bit of
Extra
net worth that actually is effective.
Very effective. Sure, but it's Hex. That allowed.
Dire's bottom tower
Not that
is
strong
under
as that. Smoke coming out from ASTER.
Shiva's up
They've
as
got
well.
Ags on Grimstroke.
Yeah, against the Rave King, not bad. But not that great.
Great Fire Blast, Dawnbreaker with the ult. They've got the Soulbind on it too. Gonna get the kill here on Ame with BKBB. Popeye X success. They'll take the first life out of the hands of the Wraith King and look over at Jingyu. They'll take him out. So no Tiny, but the laser hits free. And X success trying to get up to them. And the Ravage comes out on a 4. They're gonna look over to X success. They're gonna put the Tinker onto the Tinker. So nothing to say. Well, he's been shut up and shut down. Why? Nothing to say. He goes down. So does Ame. Even with a big Ravage like that, it's not enough for LGD to win the fight. ASTER, they turn this one around, and yeah, that's right, XXS. They gambled, they lost, and now, well, Faith Beyond trying to get out of this, and Monet trying to keep up, but he won't be able to do so just yet. Got the scan. Faith Beyond.
Radiant's middle
He's
tower
out.
is under attack.
Little late. Yeah, kind of late. Why are you saying what I'm saying?
Radiant's middle tower
out of my
has
head.
fallen.
But yeah, like, did you see the Tinker? It was just stuck on the high ground there. It got doomed up. I don't even know how they had vision. I think somebody dropped the sentry ward up there, which gave them the vision of the Tinker. Absolute MVP move right there. Because if the Tinker is just up there, spams his lasers and rockets, Aster's going to get crushed in that fight.
Yeah.
Radiant are
Well, you hit that
scanning.
first 3-man. I didn't see the...
It's really a big
Rockets.
question. Like, how did he get? He gets doomed, or because he lasered, they got vision of him. Yeah, a little misplay, but nothing to say, because he cannot get doomed. He's the biggest damage source right now.
Over me. Ame. He's gonna run his way out.
Bounty.
Yeah. Suddenly 5k lead, almost refresher on Doom. Double Doom, I mean, just Doom the Rave King twice, I guess. Why not?
Yeah, refresher, very balanced.
Yeah. 150 seconds cooldown is exactly how it should be.
I think it just needs the disc treatment.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that at all.
Like, I don't think it shuts it down completely. It's still good the first couple uses. For the most part, you're really only using it once or twice. Because it's kind of later in the game that you're picking it up.
Well, you say that, Razor picks it up like second item.
Yeah, so then, it kind of nerfs heroes that do that by making it later not be as effective.
Yeah.
I think it's fine with it.
I wouldn't mind it at all.
First smart thing I've ever said.
Very smart. Yeah, it just has the rarity.
6k lead for ASTER. They're up by quite a bit, and honestly, taking a series off of LGD, we talked about it before, taking a series off the league favorite is always big.
Yeah, you gotta be careful when you're LGD. You don't want to be in those tiebreakers again.
No.
Alright, just going Roche. They just smoked the Roche, but they got unsmoked. No. Here. Oh yes? Oh no. What?
Yes, no?
He just wanted to give him one more crit. Like, screw you, Roshan.
I'll be back. Wow. MKB finished off for Ori. Axe
that
now
one
for
is
the
massive.
Dawnbreaker.
That 60% evasion and the Dawnbreaker ult is absolutely massive. And the heal also. Ridiculous amounts. Team fights has got a whole lot harder. There's also Refresher on Doom with Spider Legs, so hiding is not that easy for the Tinker.
There you go, using that later.
But not a Devour. Inefficient. Use it now. There's a retreat right there. Eat it. Okay. Alright. You're the boss.
It's kind of quieting down. Like we've talked about. Not the biggest bloodbath this game, but it certainly has been starting to go off a little bit.
What do you think about... Well, I'll talk about it later. A bit smoke.
Success looking for the blink in. He's got the refresher. Double Doom could be an initiation tactic. And
oh, they didn't go.
Goes the other way towards the creeper.
That was lucky for LGD. Armor could have died twice there easily. What do you think if Doom Shard made him able to eat heroes for like 2 seconds or so? I think it would be funny.
Comes another Rubik, he just gets the steal hero ability.
No, he just eats you.
Dire are scanning.
Kind of like Touch, but offensive.
I guess.
And then you blink away and you're like...
Radiant
That's
are
not so
scanning.
broken. Never mind. Never mind. It's okay. I said never mind.
Well, it wasn't your best idea.
It's so broken, dude.
Smoke, ooh. Did they just catch Vision of Monet right there?
Oh, ooh.
Smoke, ooh. And they're gonna go for Boba instead. They'll look over. Monet's got the BKB as well as the Wukongs. Boba's gonna die immediately. Buyback. They'll look over onto the back lines. They're gonna use the Doom here.
broken him up again.
And they look over at Monet. Monet's kind of been left to his own accord, and they get the kill on the Monkey King. They did use that Doom onto the Tide, but Tide, he's not gonna outlive it. They use that Dark Portrait. That'll copy the Tide. And now Nothing to Say needs to leave. Just getting that blink off the Phantom's Embrace. Now he's silenced on the other side of the fight. They get to go on Faith Beyond. They've taken out Y. They've taken out Faith Beyond, but Y has buyback and Y has Ravage. See why he bought back.
Wow. But after know that too, so why is buyback? Might be all for naught. So why did he buy back?
Our Ping and Roche. Potentially just to try and deter Aster.
What does that mean though?
Deter. Also known as to stop.
Discourage.
Discourage. Yeah, that's good.
Alright, it's going into the pit. Just go into the pit. The pit. Roshan is slow though for them though.
Yeah, not enough of a deterrent, I guess.
They do have Lina with MKB, which is quite a bit of damage. So. Like, alright. Okay, they're
This
gonna
is
concede
why
it.
they bought back.
Yeah, they're gonna concede it though.
Or are they? He's starting to come forward. The timing on it. Does he have it? No. He's starting to walk over. It looked like he was leaning out. The Ravage, it only hits on the Grid Stroke. The BKB's gonna be popped by Ori, and now they're gonna go after his XXS. Inferno Blade hits on Y. Rockets coming through. They might be trying to find themselves Nothing to Say. Right clicks in, they've broken Bobica. Keep going forward, but the Soul Bot, Laguna Blade, audible. Right clicks in here from Ori. Will take out the Tiny. Nothing to Say on the high ground once again.
Oh, Nothing to Say!
He's all the way over by XXS. They're looking at the Wraith King, who's in the Wukong still. Siamese Cat trying to find Nothing to Say. Hammer up onto the high ground, but Nothing to Say low on mana. Needs to be careful, TPing back to base. They took the first life out of the hands of Ame. They got the kill onto the Tiny, and they lose the Grimstroke, but they still have an Aegis in the hands of Monet.
And the balls are Nothing to Say. He blinked next to the Doom.
Yeah.
And then he blinked next to the Lina and it still blinks out again.
Hey, hi.
I wonder if he actually like, because Doom wasn't a logo with spider legs, maybe he didn't like see him.
Under attack.
Because that blink was really, yeah, like it's not something you see every day. Are you the Doom? Do you have Doom? Yeah. Let me just blink here really quick.
Let me test this theory.
Oh, you had it. You hands up me.
I'm okay.
You go. You can see Tinker's becoming a big problem now.
Dire are
Yeah, but he's
scanning.
still able to be dealt with.
For now.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Well, always really. If they get a Doom on him, he's always gonna be like, wah.
Yeah, his stocks go down.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Exorcism.
nice indeed.
Speed beyond. He's in far. He's gonna be behind Monet. He'll go to the Wukong. This is gonna be over up towards the steps, and Fakeon's able to walk out of it, but they're looking forward. They've got Ame going through. They've got a lot of damage. Shades on the high ground. He's finally Yules comes out from Ori, trying to line up the start, and he's got it. Defense matrix set. This is gonna be enough. Ravage is out, and they get the nice Ravage. Why? Fight for the Ravage. Turns into the big one. Get it all after X. Says they were looking for the TP out, but nothing to say. He's gonna drop here. Simon's cat.
It's the buyback.
Simon's cat running away. Exorcism still doing a lot of damage to get the kill to Dawnbreaker. Another look over at Bomica. He's silenced. He's killed. Lasered in half. Not really like James Bond, because James Bond doesn't get cut in half by those lasers he's taunted with.
are fortified.
Bomica, in fact, did die to
Radiant
it though.
structures are fortified.
Now they'll go to the high ground right off that fight. They've got all 5 heroes here for LGD.
Beautiful Ravage too. Will they be able to defend it? It's very scary. Doom has buyback. Like if they can get a catch on the Tinker, it would be massive for them. But nothing to say is not a guy who gets caught out that easily.
Dire's bottom
Let's
tower.
concede aside. I think it's the best they can do probably at this.
Dire's bottom barracks.
Can't go through mid, and they still have
Yeah.
tier 2.
Only can go top.
You can take the tier 2, and that's about it.
Yeah, should be pretty fast too.
Is under
Damn,
attack.
that's so. Yeah, they shouldn't get much more though.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
I think.
Dire's current
They're gonna be.
Both loses his courier in the gym. Level 25 here for Ame. Ame
staying
loaded
again.
for him. Ame,
He's out, he's out.
yeah, he just gets out of the circle. Normally an elimination if you're...
Monet, no buyback, no buyback, no buyback.
Kachi's getting really low, just trying to hobble his way out of this one. And Ame again, low life, just taking this tier 3 tower.
Wow, he gets a buyback
There
himself.
you go. Yeah, it's a Dark Portrait proving
But
to
they caught
be
him.
the enemy in this one. And now they've got the stun. They'll use the Doom, the toss back by JinQ. That'll bring them all the way over to Faith Beyond. The Soul Line's going to reconnect. They've got themselves the Evil Blade. Once it hits enough damage, and the Balance Strike with the help of XXS, they'll get the kill. XXS now focusing his attention onto the Death Prophet. Goes up into the air. Faith Beyond, not much he can throw the weight of Aster. And well, silence on a 3 is not going to save his life. He'll be silenced for 80 seconds while he's dead.
You know, that was one of those Ame first season moments, not Ame at TI moments.
Staying too long.
Yeah, like he did it all the time in the first season. They get punished for it every time. Like, he stood there with 50 health. Why?
Just to get clapped by his Dark
Like,
Portrait.
I would understand if there's like 1 or 2 dead people on an Aster, but they're all alive and he just walks up the hill. And yeah, just to kind of forces his team into a really bad team fight.
Yeah,
Good job on Aster though, like the Grimstroke killing him there like that. I mean, didn't take a whole lot, he had 50 health. But Doom jumping right on top with the Shiva's guard so he can't blink out. Dooms him straight after. And Wraith King is a good counter to Doom, but
and then sticks
Radiant
with him
opens up.
even after he gets tossed away from the fight.
it's because he has no
Radiant's
boots on
top
Wraith King.
tower is under attack.
It's like, I understand why you don't have boots, but why are you sticking around?
Have one or the other, not both. Wow, the net worth.
Look at this.
200 gold, 100
Radiant's
gold.
top tower is
Even!
fallen.
What? And now an Aster lead.
Yeah, but are you ever really leading against a Tinker is the question.
Also, it says it's a 500 net worth lead there, but 1,000 over there.
Maybe they're rounding up.
Half lead.
Or it's like not updated right away.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Who knows? Gaping. He's a Lincoln on Tinker. Wow. It's something you don't see all day. Every day. All
Seems
day.
it's like super defensive. Lincoln's now BKB.
Yeah. And if you put both on one hero, it's really hard to see the Lincolns. Like the defense matrix and the Lincolns.
Lotus Orb is actually pretty clutch there. They got it on the Ame and then it zapped back the Laguna Blade. But it wasn't enough. It was clutch, but not game saving.
Not clutch
At least
enough.
right there, yeah.
A Wraith King head.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Just gotta double tap the screen.
Oh, and then it like zooms in and gets all the stats.
Yeah. Sentry.
Did you know that meme spider picture where it looks like a spider on the screen?
Yes.
I got trolled by it so many times, especially when I was younger.
You're the kind of person who fell for the crack screenshot.
Oh, that wasn't me. You're the kind of guy that fell for the horror game The Labyrinth thing.
He's one?
Yeah.
My brother got me with that, I cried.
Probably very scary. I did it to my brother too. A big smoke for an outpost.
At least just an outpost for now.
Yeah, not bad.
47 seconds till Roche is up potentially, so
I say 9 seconds.
you say 90 seconds after this 40 seconds or 90
Yeah.
seconds including this 40
After the 40 seconds.
Okay. I think it's gonna be 20 seconds.
Dire's
Give me a
top
short
tower
one.
is under attack.
Okay. Okay.
They're posturing to control the pit. They have buyback available on
Dire's top
Tide
tower
and
is
Wraith
under
King.
attack. Scanning.
I don't know if gold on
Really just address me as
Shinku or Faith Beyond.
Soon.
I think I say doesn't have his for 2. It doesn't have the gold.
I think it's really
5-man smoke
important.
from Aster.
Like, if they want to be really safe, they're just going to wait for the buyback on Tinker. But they're
2
not.
minutes, 50 seconds on Roche. They're going to look for Faith Beyond. Loading's right on him. LNC comes in. They've got the Laguna Blade as well. The damage coming out of the Faith Beyond. There's the E-Blade to try and save him. It's not going to be enough. So now Tiny in a little bit of trouble. They've got the refresher after the Doom. He's linking forward, looking for nothing to say, but he's on the low ground above the Aeon Disc. They look for the damage. They've got the Infernal Blade, but here comes Ame. Ame with Wraithfire Blast, forcing out the BKB from XXS.
Tiny's burning.
He will die.
Yeah.
Never
Died
able
to
to
the doom.
survive. Yeah. His fate was doomed. They're on an exact timer, though. The Death Prophet and the time.
Not quite exact, but close.
Semantics.
I mean semantics. Milliseconds are still seconds. Once he has that.
Roche now. Level 20.
Pretty much big on the Wraith King. It's good news for Aster.
To replace them.
Oh, Monet, you gotta be careful here. It's not a place to be caught out at this point. He doesn't know.
Playing greedy.
What is that?
Inkswell now trying to trick around. They'll get the balance strike and move the soul mine on it too. There's the Wu cuts and the damage coming out here onto Ame. Faith Beyond forced out of the circle. They're gonna go after Ame. He's popped the BKB. He's trying to run. They've got the Ravage coming in on the 3. I'm gonna say over to the side. You can see Anders getting the hands of XXS. But now, why? It's not gonna be enough just to have that Ravage and get the kill there on a Faith Beyond, taking him out for 90. You've got all 5 heroes available on the side of Aster still, but no ults. Roche, that's the prize. It's just respawned. No buyback on Faith Beyond, and even if he has no exorcism,
I think he has a Hex, right?
what have we here?
no.
No, he doesn't. How did he get Hex previously? Does somebody have a Hex? Somebody got Hex before.
Pickball?
No, it was a corner got Hex. Was it actually Pickpole? Yeah, I'm so confused. Must have been. Alright, so no Hex on the Tinker. Well, they really need one because they need some instant initiation. I thought he had it all along after the team fight, but he doesn't have it. They just go straight to Roche though.
Your eyes are lying to you.
There was someone hexed.
Roche.
No, he was not hexed.
Let's see. It's becoming tinier and tinier.
Who does that axe go to? Wraith King? Keep everybody alive for a while? Pretty good. And ages to him as well again. Okay. I'll take it, he says.
Placing the Deso.
What's more value, Armlet or Deso?
Armlet. Gonna take a wild guess.
Illusion.
Okay. I'm not gonna tell you what the answer is. Guess.
So back to even.
Even Steven.
Great show. We've got the cheese on. You like?
It's not what I like. Not so. Pretty minuscule.
Say he'll bring Blink to that high ground.
Went for overwhelming Blink actually. So
Doom Refresher, Shiva's Arc.
I did now the Alina.
Right.
That's gonna help.
Mags on Wraith.
I mean, pretend. No, he doesn't.
Has it if he said it was to buy back or.
Yeah.
Or two.
Where they overstay.
May getting caught.
They do have a Witchbane. Is it called Witchbane? Yep. So that Wind Waker is at 8k down the garbage disposal.
That hurts. That feels real bad.
Yeah. It's interesting too that like a much cheaper item just counters it so badly, right?
Regeneration!
You think Wind Waker's too expensive?
Yeah. But I mean, it's also pretty
Strong.
what it does, yeah. Especially things like DP, like repositioning yourself by being invulnerable. Is it invulnerable or invulnerable? Or either way works.
Radiant are scanning.
Almost 40,000 net worth here for Ame. 51 minutes into the game. This is usually the trend with ASTER LGD games.
Yeah, so what neutral items are we gonna see?
I never want to get too ahead of myself. Every time I say there's going to be 60-minute items, I jinx it.
I haven't really ever seen the new ones in a pro game. The Arcanist armor, pretty fun one, like the AoE blade mail.
What have we here?
This might be that game.
It might be, or it might not. Just get force boots. And Book of Shadows. That's always there. And the Undead Book of the Dead. It's always the first one to drop.
That's always.
You want the most fun ones, you always get the dumb book.
Let me get Mirror Shield or Ex Machina.
The Mirror Shield is actually so game breaking against Doom.
Book of Shadows.
Yep. Book of Shadows. Why does Ex Machina give so much armor, by the way? And a free refresh. Amazing.
Can I get a good tier 5? No, son, we have a good tier 5 at home. Book of Shadows. Great.
Best one. Honestly, I think people just don't know how to use it because you rarely have the chance to ever use it, so no one is familiar with it. But it can be pretty game breaking. Like you just banish them out of the game like an OD Astral, basically.
Dato is picked up here for Monet.
Diamond are
All
scanning.
smoked up, looking for their opportunity, and it's a dire scan that
Dire's top
lands.
tower is under attack.
Oh, Björn, you're a very big part of the Radiant success. You've got to be careful.
Ori's bot though, and Breaker's top, pointing up.
Where are you?
In the studio. XXS blinking and dooming. Now looking to get this kill. Infernal Blade trying to strum some chords there. Now the Ravage. XXS blinking and dooming. Now looking to get this kill. Infernal Blade trying to strum some chords there. Now the Ravage goes down, and now the BKBs come through. They've got the Doom once again as that's been refreshed. On the other side of the fight, though, they'll look for the Grim Stroke. They'll take him out. He'll buy back. So did the Tiny as well as the Tide. Wind Waker falling back. Siamese Cat in some trouble. They've got themselves the Circle of the Wukong's command, but it's not enough.
Monet's
They
low.
have nothing to say. Monet is sitting really low up in the trees, looking for a boundless strike to stop them from chasing. Now the Dark Portrait once again, but eventually that Dark Portrait will be erased with Bodhi.
He got Monet!
Oh, nothing to say. Caught him!
Magic.
He's got buyback, and he's going to be forced to use it. They look over at the Grimstroke, who just fought back. Bobica on the run. Right clicks coming in from Ori. Fate got being slowed quite a lot. He's got the defense matrix on him. And now, Tiny jumping in. They've got the taunts on X. And now he's trying to run. Another laser comes out. Monet just fought back, and he's going to drop. Down for 2 minutes. Nothing to say against the killer. Look over. Zombie's going to move forward with the Reaper. In the right place. Cut right through it. No buyback. No blue side. XXS trying to hold his ground. Trying to right click in, but they've got that axe. On the lead kick, so that'll keep alive this Tinker. To get a kill on XXS as he finally goes down and buys back. Ori, as well as XXS, trying to hold it all together. They've got the loads over. Here comes the lasers, rolls the rockets. Ori in trouble. Inkswell on the two of the BKB. Pop right nothing to say. Ori, can he hold it together? It's XXS gone, and it looks like this game is gone. It's Rampage for nothing to say. they will call GG. LGD will take this series 2-1 on the back of a rampage there from nothing to say. Neff in shambles.
It is so difficult fighting into that double ravage, man. Like,